Check one, check two. Is this thing on? After last week, let's hope so, because the indicator says we are a go. So, how you doing, guys? My name is Julien Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record powerlifter, special education teacher. Here to take the fear out of fitness. We are about to take off, and class is in session. So, it's been a week. Got some things going on I don't want to get into. Some of it is a private matter. However, what's going on is one of the things that I get asked about is, how do I get in shape? Well, kind of went into that in another video, but I want to be more specific in this video. Now, the reason why this video is being done today is because a memory of mine during COVID actually popped up. And that memory, it's a memory from a singer by the name of KD French. Now, I do not want you guys thinking that I am accusing KD French of having an eating problem or having some sort of that I'm not going into critiquing Miss French herself. However, during COVID, I am sure when she sung about this, she was actually experiencing this problem then. And being locked in the house with nothing to do but eat, especially when you like food, like I like food. I love food. I'll eat all the time. If I had time to eat all the time, I would eat. Especially things that I like. I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, but I also have a bit of a savory tooth too. So I do get into eating a little bit of everything. And the thing is that I have semi good genetics, but on top of that, I know the formula. I know the trick. I know the manipulation that you must have and be willing to do in order to help eaters get in shape. Because there are people who just love to eat. And I'm not talking about shoveling food down their throat. I'm talking about they love to eat. They love tasting different things. Food is a love language, almost. It's more like act of service, but the food is sometimes a indicator that love is being presented to them. So, for instance, if I were Miss French's, say, husband or whatever, and y'all know I'm married, but this is a whole nother story. And I know that I got into the kitchen and I whipped something up, something fierce, and I presented it to her, that would be an act of service because I cooked this for her, right? But on top of me doing the cooking, it's food that she actually likes. So therefore, that can be considered a quote unquote love language. And as a result, being stuck in the house and eating all the time, yeah, that might be a recipe for disaster. And as a result, we have to know how to help eaters get in shape. Now, one of the biggest problems that an eater has is the foods that they usually typically enjoy are high fatty, high sugar foods, or high fatty, high salt, high sugar foods. Because the savory sweet combination is a thing, and some people are really, really strongly addicted to it. There's others that love the salt, there's others that love the sweet. And as a result, you have to find ways to manipulate these issues that people may have. Now, as I said, Katie French is a gospel singer, big on YouTube, big on Instagram and social media in general. So this is not a, like I said, guys, I'm dead serious on this. This is not my critique of her directly, because I understood her clarion call in 2020 when she was singing the song that I'm going to play here shortly, because it was a semi cry for help, but it was also a laugh out loud moment, because she knows, she's aware of what's happening. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. And when I do, I'm going to read the caption so that way you guys don't think I'm just sitting here being hateful. I'm not being hateful. Trust me. She said, "Y'all come get her. At least making this song kept me from the fridge for about an hour. Jumping jacks, sit-ups, and running are in my future. I can see it, but not today. I need to hashtag fast and pray, hashtag the fridge, hashtag I need food, hashtag I need snacks, hashtag at least I think I do, hashtag hold me back, hashtag it's just Wednesday, hashtag I will get through this." Now, again, she's about to throw down, y'all. And I want y'all to actually enjoy this video. Here we go.
Really?
Not
you
even.
ain't even
Lord,
hungry.
Somebody stop me.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
Calling my name.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
I need a little help from you.
Please come get
I
her.
think I'm doing a little too much.
She doing too
I'm at the
much.
fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
Tell them
again.
again, y'all. Fridge.
She's at the fridge
Oh,
again.
I'm at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
I
again.
think it's time for my snack,
She's at the
y'all.
fridge
But it's only
again.
been 2 minutes since the last visit.
She's at the fridge
Oh,
again.
I'm gonna need your help.
Please come
I
get her.
need you right now.
She needs your
I'm
help.
at the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
Have mercy, the fridge again.
She's at the fridge
Wait a
again.
minute. What about the chicken?
Sit down.
Mashed potatoes.
Sit down.
Them collard greens.
Sit down.
How about them
Oh, go
eggs?
sit down.
Oh, some fruit.
Sit down.
Watermelon.
Sit down.
Ice cream.
Sit down.
Oh,
Oh, go
what?
sit down.
How about a pickle?
Sit down.
Popsicle.
Sit down.
Or a slice of cheese.
Sit down.
Oh,
Oh, go sit down.
I need some juice.
Sit down.
Kool-Aid.
Sit down.
Minute Maid.
Sit down.
Gatorade.
Oh, go sit down.
I want to eat.
You don't need
I
it.
need to eat.
You don't need
I
it.
want to eat.
You don't need it.
Right now.
You don't need
Give
it.
me food.
You don't need it.
Give me snacks.
You don't need
I
it.
won't take it back.
You don't need it.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need it.
But my
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Please
Please come get her.
come and see about me.
She doing too much.
At the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
At the fridge again.
She's at the fridge again.
Oh, Lord.
Bruh,
Come
sit
on,
down.
Lord.
Okay, so as you well heard, wonderful voice, funny, it was beautiful, right? Her doppelgangers of herself is sick of her. But if you were listening to what she was saying, what she was singing, she started naming everything. Ice cream, pickles, slice of cheese, watermelon, Gatorade, Minute Maid, lemonade. Right? Everything, all kinds of stuff. She said, this is the call of a person. And when I say a person, not her specifically, I'm talking about in general. A person who really does enjoy food. How do you help somebody in that specific mindset. And I'm talking about the specific mindset of Miss French in the video, not Miss French assuming like I know her, because I don't. And I don't know her in that sense. And she's not parading around acting as though eating that way is okay, but she acknowledges at that time, especially during COVID, locked in the house to do nothing but. I promise you, everybody gained weight during COVID. If you had the means to buy food and you had the means to cook and cook well, Lord Jesus, it was a problem. Whether it was macaroni, I was making macaroni and cheese. I was making cheesecakes. I was making, what else was I making? I was grilling steaks, making hamburgers, making hot wings. Every chance I got, just sitting around, just doing nothing. Because why? And playing video games, playing 2K, doing whatever. Really, I did try to do some form of exercise every day. I would run up the hill and run back down. I try to keep myself in shape, but them calories was way too much. All right, it was like I was on vacation for like what, 4 months? What was it? 4 months, 5 months? So we were talking about March. We didn't go back till October, so March to October. So we're talking about 7 months, right? And then was the time I felt like if I'm going through it, what is somebody who has no root in health is going through? What is somebody who has no ties to exerting themselves is going through? It's a level of empathy that I'm experiencing with that, right? So here's the deal. What you do is you don't deny your desires. Don't deny your desires. If I was her trainer and I was trying to get her off of the system that she was on during COVID. We're talking about COVID Miss French. We're talking about Miss French who was in the fridge, right? The thing, how you deal with that is you don't deny her what she wants, you minimize what she wants. And then from there, you fill her up. What you do is, here's the deal. You do this. You fill yourself up with vegetables, pure vegetables. We're not talking about potato vegetables. We're talking about fibrous vegetables. We're talking about broccoli. We're talking about spinach, kale, collard greens. I might let you get away with that. Not so much salt though. But carrots, cauliflower, anything that's bulk that will sit in your stomach longer. Then have at your whatever. Oh, you want to eat a Snickers bar? Can't eat the Snickers bar until you have at least a cup and a half of green vegetables. Is that ideal? No, that's not ideal, but you're also dealing with somebody who is, and when I say somebody again, I want to make sure I want to reiterate, this is not on Miss French. I am not critiquing Miss French in any way, shape, or form. Okay? There's no need to, and it's not necessary. So that's not the point. However, when you're dealing with somebody who is of the mindset of I love food, you don't deny them the food, you minimize the interactions with the food. So let's say she's snacking, y'all. She's just snacking. Every time you look, she's in the fridge like she's saying, right? Before you go, you want some ice cream, right? Cool. You want some ice cream? No problem. You'll get some ice cream. What's going on here? I think I did it again. But anyway, so let's assume that in that situation, she wants some cheesecake. Can't touch the cheesecake until you get a cup and a half of vegetables in your system. First and foremost, you have to commit to that. Just that. That's the part that I'm going to drive one to commit to first. Like I said, this is not the ideal. If we were training The Rock, if we were training Hugh Jackman, this would not even be a thing, right? I wouldn't even be having that conversation because I know that they could be disciplined and eat what I tell them for the time frame that they need to do it, so that way that they can look the way they want to look for these movie roles, or for, in The Rock's case, for a wrestling match, if not a movie role, right? However, specifically, when you are in that situation, you want to be able to know that at the very least you're doing the least amount of damage. Also, if possible, what I would also do is get you to obviously a workout program. So there's that. No, that's not it either. No, I'm looking for another video because it is out of control, y'all. It is wild out here. Nope. Oh, they must have taken it down. But let's see if I can find it. In the meantime, let me see if I can find that video, because this video, it really got me really upset when I saw it. But that's how I would deal with, how I would help a woman like Miss French in that specific situation start getting over things. I will not take away everything, because then the whole entire experience will be miserable in regards to her training. Her training will be just miserable. She will not have any time to enjoy anything about her training. So there's that. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find that video because it is egregious. So if anybody's in the chat, hit me up. Let me know what's going on. How you feeling? I'm watching some wrong. There's some videos that just make me laugh, but it's not meant for y'all to be watching, so I'm not posting those. As soon as I find that video. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm going to mute it, but here we go. Booty fillers and lipo shots. Mobile. First of all, is that a nurse? Is that somebody that should be authorized to be doing that? I don't. This is how desperate y'all are to trying to create an image that does not exist. You want something that you can't have. Well, you got it, but it's not yours. You getting stuff injected into your booty just to say you got something? Come on, man. Look at this. And people just pulling up, thinking that they look some kind of way. They think special. And yeah, you need a new... Yeah, I want to go back. Because as they pulled up, you'll see. Yeah, you doing your thing, but body contouring. So here we go. First of all, you're not in shape. We're not talking about the woman that's doing the filling. We're talking about the woman that just walked in. She's not in shape. She's not healthy. But you're trying to put more in the back. For what? Actually, what would better suit you is to allow your body to put yourself in a position where you are developing the way you're supposed to through building muscle properly. Nobody's saying become an Amazon, but damn. You going in to do what? When the rest of you ain't right. You trying to get something right that ain't when the rest of you ain't right. To quote the great Lauryn Hill, how you gonna win when you ain't right within? Right? How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Where in this equation are you right? You ain't in shape. You ain't even trying to be healthy. You just whatever. And you just trying to make it look good. The path of least resistance. When the truth is that you should be going through the path of most resistance in order to achieve a body that you would want and be proud of, to be able to say, I did that. But yeah, let's keep going, because I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to pause again. And it just shot up. For what? She going to dance. Wait, pause right here. I want to pause it right at the moment, right there. Again, why are you so fixated on working on this when you got all of this to work on? Do some squats. You'll be sore for a couple days. Wait a minute. Sounds like what will happen if you get shot in your butt. You'll be sore for a couple days. The difference is that you're getting repeated lipo shots on a weekly to bi-weekly to tri-weekly basis, depending on how desperate and how hard you want to train to get that booty up. Just think of it as a lipo shot on a regular basis. And your butt's going to hurt. And then one day, boom. That lipo, you ain't going to have to do the lipo because it's there. It's round and it's in charge. But what we doing? What are we doing? Pulling up to a mobile station to get our booty shot up. Just to say you did something. Now, granted, ma'am, I salute you. You have a wonderful business. When I say wonderful, salute. You have actually created a business. By the way, it's here. Right? Right there. Not here. Not here. God, no, not here. Not here. But here. Right there. And then you salute. That's a salute. But anyway, I digress. One of the most saddest things that I could tell you is that when a woman or a man feels like they're not enough, despite doing the right things, or not being enough, but knowing that the reason why you're not enough is because you're not doing enough. That, to me, is where the difference lies. The difference lies in the fact that you're not doing anything. I can see if this is, I've been working out regularly, I lost all this weight, my body doesn't quite body like I envisioned it when I lost this weight to be healthy. And when I say lose weight, specifically fat, because we know losing weight is not really the problem. Weight is not the problem. It is body fat is the problem. What is your body fat percentage? Dude, I just came off vacation. I'm going to tell you the truth. 19%. Coming off a vacation. Not good. Not positive. But guess what? In a matter of 2 weeks, I'm down 1% in my body fat percentage. Also, not only am I down 1%, but I'm also down, what am I? I'm down a pound and a half. So what I'm doing is I'm also keeping the muscle on while burning off all this fat. The system is simple. I'm not going to give it to you, not for free at least. But what I will tell you is, like I told you about the situation with hypothetical Miss French in 2020, how I would mitigate her situation would have been vegetables over everything. Legit vegetables over everything. Before you touch the cake, you gotta get some vegetables. A cup of vegetables. Minimum. Before you eat the potato chips, a cup of vegetables first. Before you have a cinnamon roll, cup of vegetables first. It's not easy, but you got to be committed to that. If I could commit you to that, I guarantee you it won't be as bad as it could be if you were to just go ham on whatever you wanted to go ham on. So, I personally think that we need to look at ourselves inwards and definitely realize and recognize that if you know you're not enough because you're not doing enough, then damn it, do something. To quote the great Michelle Obama last night, damn it, do something. Stop crying, stop whining, stop rolling over and laying dead as though you don't have a stake in this, as if you don't have any real agency in this. It's your body. It's your life. Do you want to live like that? Do you want to be in that situation where nothing good comes of it? Because everything hurts all the time and there's no relief in sight. It's only going to get worse. Guys, I'm in my late 40s. It's downhill from here. It ain't uphill. Or I should say it is uphill from here. It's hard work. I don't get up and look like this. It's because I work my butt off to look like this. And you should too. I'm no better than anybody else on this planet. I don't think for 1 second that I'm better. As a matter of fact, the people who really know me, especially when I was in the military, I used to be upset with people, especially when I thought that they were physically so-called superior to me, taller, more muscular, and I'm outperforming them in every single way. How is this happening? Why is this happening? It's part of the reason that it led me to my current professions, to figure out the mindset. How is it we get here? Why do we get here? Right? Well, guess what? Got news for you. The reason why we get here, the reason why we end up in a situation where people aren't in the best shape of their lives is because A, you get comfortable, B, you think low of yourselves. You don't think high of yourself enough. And I don't mean you got to think that you're the ish more than anybody else. I'm saying you got to think higher of yourself. You got to see yourself in a position that you want to be in. You got to have a physical role model relevant to your body type. Do not go and look at Ariana Grande when you know you're the size of Lizzo. You can't do that. And I'm talking about the actual size of Lizzo. I'm not talking about weight of Lizzo. I'm talking about height, size, build, everything. You can't wish to be them. Like I said, Queen Latifah will never be Eva Longoria. But did I say Queen Latifah isn't healthy? Did I say Queen Latifah will never be fit? No. Because as a matter of fact, right now, Queen Latifah is in the best shape of her life. Well, recent life. She was in excellent shape when she used to hoop on the regular. Hoop on the regular, that is. I'm sure she still hoops from time to time. But she's in the best shape of her life in recent memory. See, I know rapper Queen Latifah as well as the Equalizer Queen Latifah. And as a result, she put in the work, she put in the time, but she dwarfs Eva Longoria. She dwarfs Ariana Grande. She will swallow them whole in a hug. Because she's large, not because she's obese, because she's not obese anymore. But she's a large woman. Last I checked, 5'10". And last I checked, in the 160s, 170s, maybe the 180s. But again, it is not to get you to fit a mold. Well, a specific mold. You're supposed to fit the mold that you're supposed to fit in. Get in where you fit in. There's a video. As a matter of fact, that's where it is. Is it an Instagram? I believe it is. Let's go to Instagram real quick. I didn't ask for none of that. Okay. That hurt. But let's go to where I wanted to go. Okay. As you can see, this woman is 6'8", 243 pounds. Now, obviously, she's wearing heels too, so she doesn't really have to duck through the door. But if she goes out dressed like every other woman out here, right? If she goes out here and dresses up like every other woman out here, she's well over 6'8". That's like 7'1". Probably more than 7'1". If she's 6'8", with those look like 6-inch heels. So that would be what, 7'2"? Yeah. No, 7'4". She's 7 feet 4 inches tall in this video right here. But that's what 243 pounds looks like on a woman that is 6'8". You gonna tell her to lose weight? Anybody? Who's gonna tell that woman to lose weight? So if you weren't aware of how much she weighed, if you thought that she was in a smaller room, what would you say? She's fit, right? Stomach is flat. There's no Dunlap. She's toned. There's no major cases of cellulite because every woman typically has some form of cellulite on their bodies at times. But my point is, would you tell all 243 pounds of her that she's obese because she's 243 pounds? Let's even just round it up to 250 or 240. She's 240. Typically, the number 240 would mean and suggest that you are overweight based on the number, right? Based on Earth's gravitational forces on your body, you are overweight. However, society would want this woman to probably be closer to 200 pounds. But no. Why should she be 200 pounds? Why should she be 190? She'll look like a stick figure. She's curved. Her legs are toned. They're strong. They're powerful. It is what it is. Leave it alone. Don't mess with it. Don't even try to change it. All she needs to do is work hard to maintain or even enhance it. And what I mean by the enhancements, I'm talking about more definition, a little bit more shoulder muscle, a mildly tighter stomach, something like that. But not really. She doesn't have to do anything but what she did to be where she is. Does that make sense? So when I say to help somebody get where they need to be, that's what I mean. I don't mean, oh, you supposed to look like this woman. Oh, you because you're 5 feet 4 inches tall, you're supposed to look like this woman. That's not, if it's not your build, you're not gonna look like that woman. You're gonna have to go through surgery to look like whoever you're trying to look like. That isn't meant for you to look like. That is the main point. That is the main cause. As a matter of fact, let's read some of these comments. Would you climb this tree? Sexualizing yourself when you could have just went to the WNBA. Maybe she's terrible at basketball. People was like, not only would I climb it, but I build a tree house. Beautiful, but you should utilize your attributes in sports. That's her prerogative. Quote unquote, she's hot. If she was 5'8" or 4'8", she'd still be fine. Why wear heels? I'm just saying. We spell heels with 2 E's, sir, not 1 E. Okay? She makes Meg Thee Stallion look like a pony. I would definitely say that. Damn, I love to climb this mountain. Somebody's got. Oh my God, y'all are stupid. Somebody said I'd try. Marry me. God said I couldn't climb the tree without being married to it first. Okay, respect that. Who team she play for? Which team she plays for? The Lunel. Damn. No homo, but damn. According to Lunel. This is Lunel, the comedian, who said that. All right. So, if people are absolutely losing their ever loving minds over that woman, knowing she's 6'8", knowing she's 240 plus pounds, what does that tell you? What do you see? What should you see in all of this? What you should see is the number on the scale does not dictate whether or not you are fit. I'm going to repeat that again. Last time. The number on the scale does not specifically determine that you are fit. Okay? Guys, I'm going to land this plane because there's some speeches I want to watch. I got an early morning tomorrow. Absolutely early. Mind-numbingly early. I'm going to probably be grumpy tomorrow. For those of y'all who know me and that watch my channel and actually come across my path during the daytime, I might actually be grumpy tomorrow, especially if I don't get no coffee. Okay? So what I'm going to tell you is, number one, first and foremost, supplement vegetables in your diet. If you find yourself eating junk or unhealthy foods on a regular basis because your appetite is so high. That's number one. Number two, love yourselves. Because if you really loved yourselves, you wouldn't go under the knife or under the needle in order to acquire what it is that you desire. Bars. And last but not least, the number on the scale does not dictate whether or not you're fit or fine. Eyeballs do that. And clearly, when you have the prerequisites, it is what it is. You could be 1,000 pounds. If you're fit, you are going to be fit. And every man and woman and child will be able to see just that. All right? But that's my time. I am going to remind you, if you like what you heard today, go ahead and give a like in the section. Give me a comment or two, and also subscribe to my channel as it helps my algorithm and gets this information out to those who need it. I appreciate your time. Have a nice day. Be the best you. Class is Stoutt.